privilege to work with Emrie just for the last 2 years in wrestling. The last 2 years, Emrie made a huge impact, racking up 31 career pins, serving as team captain, becoming a state alternate, and earning titles like Most Valuable Wrestler and Highlander. Her leadership, her work ethic, passion has elevated everyone around her. Been such an honor to have her in the wrestling room in the short amount of time that we've had. Last coach already told you about her academic. So, with now she's going to Hiram College to wrestle and play softball. They're going to welcome in a fierce competitor and an even better person. Congratulations, Emrie. Can't see weeks.
I would like to say thank you to my friends, family, and coaches, and my mom that's really stood by my side the past years. I would like to thank my family for the time and dedication they spent through the years. Wrestling coaches, Lindy and Grace, for really sticking through it with me and being there on my side no matter what. My hitting coach throughout the years, Highlander, and most of the community.
All right, next we have Coach Holly for Baldwin. Did I say it correctly?
Hi everyone, I am Stacey Hawley, the owner of Midwest Elite Dance Center on the east side of Cincinnati, and I have the privilege to talk about Miss Charlotte Cremering today. I have known Charlotte since she was 4 years old, and she has been on my regional and national competition team, earning us many titles. She's an extreme asset to our team. I'm sure many of you know that in 2023, her family was displaced from their house after a huge fire. And she was put into a 2-bedroom condo with 8 of her siblings and her parents. You would have never known. She's my hardest worker on my team. She is extremely dedicated. Her work ethic is amazing. We were on the flight, her and her sister, when they found out the devastating news that the house was on fire. And she texted me and said, "Don't worry, I'll still be at practice this evening." She's always a caregiver, especially with her 8 siblings. She's the second oldest, and she brings that empathetic personality to her team. She's always there giving all encouragement to every single one of the athletes and the littles. And I'm extremely honored to be here today with the Thomas Moore dance team, as she will be sending off after her last regional today. We're headed to Lexington, so she has a last regional and then nationals in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina in July, and then she will be all yours, Thomas Moore. And I cannot thank everyone enough for having me be here today, and I'm so excited to see what your future endeavors hold. All right?
I would like to say thank you to my parents, friends, and coaches for always standing by my side, supporting me, and pushing me to my best.
Morning. My name is Nick Continenza, and I've had the chance to coach Kyla Begley for the last 3 years in track and field. So Kyla, when I think back to our earliest memories together, the sophomore, her first year, was kind of the middle of the pack sprinter. Towards the end of her sophomore year, kind of started to show some aptitude in the 400 meter. But it wasn't until the beginning of her junior year that we really noticed that we had someone special on our hands. She dedicated herself all through the winter, the snow and the ice and the cold. And our very first time we got a chance to test the athletes in the long sprint discipline, we had a 300-meter time trial. She's coming in with a bunch of returners who were very talented in the 200 and 400 meters. But who finished first in the time trial? So we looked at the coaches looked at each other and think, oh my gosh, out of nowhere, this is fantastic. And certainly we've been able to rely on her the last couple of years as an athlete. So that's been her progress, but she's also had some real consistent qualities as well. She has a very level demeanor. She never gets too high, never too low. And on a team of usually around 120, delightfully unique personalities, it's really nice to have a steadying presence like Kyla. She's also super coachable. She's intelligent and witty, so easy to have a conversation with. The times that we share race plans or some little nuance about sprinting with her, she internalizes it immediately, uses it to her advantage. And I think, looking at her really just being a dedicated track athlete for 2 years, she's got a lot left to show. And as a college athlete, a chance to focus on just one sport now. She's going to get individualized training plans, specialized to her. It's going to be all good. I can't wait to follow your career in college. It's going to be a lot of fun. Good luck.
I would like to thank all my friends, families, and coaches for always supporting me.
Coach Wallace. Good morning, everybody. Just want to say congratulations to all the student athletes up here, parents, families, congratulations to you guys as well. I have the honor to kind of introduce two student athletes up here. As Coach Conant just said, Kyla Begley. She was a multi-sport athlete for us, soccer and track, and Ayva Moore. As Coach Conant said, Kyla's going to track, and Ayva, Ohio Northern for soccer. We are very pleased that both of them are going off to college. I do want to focus on Ayva here. Both of these student athletes were big parts of our soccer program, winning GMC 3 times in the last 3 years. Ayva Moore, I've had the pleasure of knowing her since she was about 9 or 10 years old, just through the kind of the club circuits. So I knew we were going to get an extremely special player coming in, here at Rose High School. Ayva is that kid that can play 10 different field positions, and I think this past year, in her junior year in varsity, she did play 10 field positions. The thing about her is, you never know if she's upset, if she's, angry, if she's happy. She's just very even keel. Like Coach Conant just said, she's another player who is just, there are no highs, there are no lows. I remember in a district final game this past year, you just kind of look at her and, are you good? She's like, yeah, I'm excited. And the players kind of feed off of that as well. She's a leader. Most of the players would go to her whenever they needed something, or we just go to her when we needed her to calm the team down because she just has that even keel personality. We went to Ayva her junior year. She was a forward for most of her career, and we told her, hey, Ayva, you're a heck of a goal scorer, but we need an outside back. And most of the kids, when you tell them that they're playing a new position, they just kind of look at you and say, all right, I guess so. I'm not very good at it, but I will. Ayva said, yeah, cool, that's fine. And you're like, were you sure? She goes, yeah, Coach, I just want to win. So, and that's the kind of nice thing about Ayva going to Ohio Northern is she's just a winner, right? She can play multiple positions. She was first team all-conference this year as a senior in all cities. So not only does she get it done on the soccer field, she gets it done in the classroom as well, high GPA student. And a little bit about Ohio Northern on the soccer side. It's basically a small D1. They would beat a lot of Division I schools, and they're very strong academically. So super proud of Ayva Moore for going to Ohio Northern for soccer. And again, congratulations to Kyla going from Wilmington College for track.
I just want to thank my family and my friends for supporting me and my teammates and coaches for helping me through this process.
All those public speaking classes are paying out for all you girls. Thank God.
Good morning. I'm Coach Littell, girls basketball coach. I'm here to announce Nyla Richardson's commitment to Wittenberg. So congrats to all you guys up here, especially to Nyla, and then Ayva Moore, another multi-sport athlete. She was a phenomenal basketball player, 3-year starter in basketball, along with everything else she did in soccer. Now for Nyla. So Nyla came to us after her sophomore year. She transferred into the district, and we could not have been more grateful. She was a huge part of not just our team, but our program the last 2 years. As a leader on and off the court, she was huge for our entire program, both varsity, JV, and down to our middle schools as well. She's someone that everybody could look up to and emulate her work ethic and attitude on the court in games and in practice. Her junior year, she was our team's defensive player of the year, which for us was really, really important. We focused on the defensive end. That year we set a program record for points allowed per game, and then this past year, senior year, we ended up breaking our own program record and finishing first in the GMC in defense. So Nyla is headed up to Wittenberg, and I could not be more excited to watch her career take off because her potential is through the roof, and I don't think she realizes how good she can be. Congrats.
I would like to thank my family and my friends. The support group right here to the right, all 7 of you guys, I couldn't have done it without you. I give all my glory, everything to you guys, Coach Allison, everyone. Like, thank you so much, and thank you for my friends and my teammates. Couldn't have done it without you because, yeah, thanks.
Coach David Crawford.
Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Hey, congratulations to each and you guys who completed the next adventure. Hey, I'm here with my 2 wrestling guys. Obviously, I'm here to talk about Brady and Chazz. I know Brady for a long time. I know Chazz for a very long time. My stepson. I've been around these guys obviously for a long time. I got the pleasure to meet Brady on his early on career as a youth wrestler. As you all know, wrestling is kind of a tough sport for this day and compete. I have seen the growth on his development in the sport. Obviously, as a high school wrestler, this past season was my first year as a head coach. I've been with the program for the last 6 years. To that time, I have seen that these guys, they are the first, actually, since I've been here, the first 2 guys to be 4-year varsity athletes. They have that over the past 5 years. They both compete very well. Chazz is a recipient of 2 Highlander awards, Brady was the Cook Award athlete as well. Last season was exciting for them. We had Chazz was a 2-time state qualifier, which is a really tough task to achieve here in Ohio. Ohio is very well known in the rest of the area when it comes state to compete. Just the fact to go up and compete is a task itself. Brady last year as well qualified for state. Put in a lot of work. These guys are up for a lot of injuries. Wrestling is a contact sport, which even at practice, they're not easy going at it. Do stuff out there and expect it. Right? So they finished their overall season record. I have this information here. Chazz finished with a total record of 96 wins, 29 losses. Brady finished with 98 wins and 40 losses, just shy of their 20 wins. Like I said, they both battled from injuries. They both back about Brady his junior year. The week prior to these things, he ended up breaking his toe. He still managed to look it up, go on compete. This year was no shy. We have injuries on his body too. His knee got injured, still managed to go out and compete. Chazz as well. He's going to get another broken arm, still compete. So guys, other than that, when you're getting a hard-working individual, so it's all the one. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations, every single one.
I would just like to thank God for giving me the opportunity to go further in my career for both schooling and college, or for schooling and sports. I'd like to thank my parents and all my family for constantly supporting me throughout my career. I'd like to thank my teammates and coaches for constantly supporting me.
I would just like to thank my family, friends, and teammates, and coaches for getting me to this point.
Good job, guys. Coach Price. Bryce wearing green.
I know, we're green to that point. I've already been called a giant pecker, so. Gotta go to see Jose for a Richmond day, so I'm dressed a little different about that. I have the honor and pleasure to introduce Henry. Before I do that, though, I want to congratulate all the student athletes. Being able to go to the next level and have that opportunity to play college, it is special. It's a special commitment, it's a special opportunity, it's a recognition of a lot of hard work. And less than, if you look at the percentage of high school athletes who move on to the next level, it's a very, very small percentage. So to all the families and to student athletes, congrats, because it is very, very special. So Henry's pretty special too. He's actually part of the first father-son combo I've coached. I actually coached Henry's father at Oak Hills a long time ago, so I know that says a couple things. One, they're both very good. Two, I'm really old, but very special. And Henry's sort of a unique young man. He is the hardest worker I think I've ever coached in 46 years. I will miss getting up at 4:30 in the morning to meet him in the gym somewhere between 6 and 6:30 every morning to be able to shoot extra and put extra time in. By far the hardest worker, as I said, self-motivated, very intelligent, very instinctive, but again, one of the most unique and like I said, hardest workers I've ever coached. So I appreciate him. He's the best player in our program. He was first team, second team, should be first team this year. We have two coaches in our league. We didn't give him a single vote for first team all league this year. So he ended up second team GMC, second team all city, and third team all Southwest District this year. Some recognition, some honor for the work, but I know he's not in it today. He's very committed to just being excellent at everything he does. 4.2 student, also a member of FCA and SALT. So Henry, I will miss you. I look forward to following your career. One reason to drive down to Cleveland, Mississippi once in a while, to come see you play. Congratulations to you and your family, and everybody else at the table.
I just want to thank my family, my teammates, my coaches, my friends for all helping me along my way and support me, and also our trainer, Chazz.
Coach Elrod.
I'll just say I'm blessed to have the opportunity to introduce Casey Callahan on his commitment to Mount St. Joe. With Casey, if you were to sum him up as an athlete, he's a grinder. He's a worker. He never gets too high or too low. As everybody knows in athletics, there's ebbs and flows. Playing sports in high school and especially in college is not easy. You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. But with Casey, with his mindset and attitude, the way he attacks things, he's going to be successful in whatever he does. When I went away to college, something that was told to me, and I'll reiterate this to Coop as well, because Coach Souders summed him up in his talk. But when I went away to college, I was told, don't come back. So when things are good or things are bad, things are going well or things are hard, keep grinding through. Nobody that has ever played college athletics has ever said, man, I wish I wouldn't have stuck it out. So Casey, being the guy that he is, the man that he's become, the work ethic that he has, if you keep that mindset and attitude, you'll be nothing but successful. Casey Callahan.
I would like to thank God, family, coaches, friends, teammates for helping me through this process. I'm excited for the next chapter.
And last but not least, I get the pleasure of introducing Tanner Riles. I became an athletic director. There were a lot of sports that I started to attend that I had never previously had the opportunity. And bowling was one of those sports. I had no idea what to expect when I went to my first bowling match.
It's the enthusiasm, the spirit, the competitiveness, rivals about anything I've ever been to. If you want a good time, go to one of these bowling matches. The parents, it's a blast. I learned a heck of a lot. You got to bring a ladder, and you got to bring a telescope. That is one thing that I did learn. But Tanner has finished in his career probably one of the best athletes, in our school's history with some of his accomplishments. He'll continue his bowling career collegiately at Ohio Northern University. During his time at Oak Hills, he was a 4-year varsity bowler, had numerous accomplishments, including being GMC first team member all 4 years during high school, bowling a perfect 300 game at the 2025 Ohio High School Athletic Association Tournament at Districts, was a 2-time GMC Bowler of the Year, 2-time Cincinnati Division I Bowler of the Year, 2-time GMC Conference Champion, 3-time state qualifier, and the all-time pinfall leader in the Oak Hills bowling history. And also made numerous tournament teams at the various tournaments that they've played in. In addition to his accomplishments, Tanner has been a tremendous teammate, mentor, and supporter of all of his teammates throughout his 4 years. Tanner is the embodiment of Oak Hills bowling, and I know he will take his drive, commitment, and passion for the game to the next level at Ohio Northern, and continue to accomplish many things to the next level. Congratulations.
I would just like to thank my parents, grandparents, friends and family, and coaches for getting me through these 4 years. It's been an amazing 4 years, and I hope to continue with their help and their desire just as much as I do. Thank you.
At this point, it's a nice little photo op. If parents want to make sure you got your cameras ready, or we can do this at a different time individually as well once we get done. Pick up your pens and sign your paper. And then one last time, let's give this group of student athletes a big round of applause. As we stated previously, it will stick around as long as you'd like to help you get family photos with the backdrops and with the student's picture on the video board. So, thank you for attending. Congratulations.